If you take a picture of the Eiffel Tower tonight and try to sell it, you are breaking the law. The light display is legally protected as an artistic work, making commercial photos of the glowing monument entirely illegal. The strict copyright law hides a deeply ironic past. This ultimate symbol of permanence and romance was born as a widely hated construction site. When it went up for the 1889 World's Fair, the Parisian artistic elite dismissed it as an ugly Eierlodster. Furthermore, it was only built with a permit to stand for 20 years before being demolished. That fast-approaching expiration date created a unique psychological vulnerability. Everyone knew the tower was legally doomed, opening the door to an audacious financial crime. In 1925, a confidence man named Count Victor Lustig gathered a group of wealthy scrap metal dealers in a quiet hotel room. He forged government credentials and convinced them he was a deputy, secretly tasked with dismantling the tower, quietly auctioning off 7,300 tons of Parisian iron to the highest bidder. Lustig's scam succeeded because it relied on the consensus of the public. The buyers bought the pitch because they already believed the tower was a failing, overly expensive mistake that the city wanted to quietly erase. The monument's early existence was defined by a desperate scramble for survival. Before it could become a timeless backdrop for proposals, it was a high-stakes target for a grifter looking to extract scrap value. To survive its scheduled demolition, it had to prove practical utility. The evidence of that survival remains buried beneath the tourist lines. Carved near the south pillar is a secret 1909.
If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, share, and hit that subscribe button below. It really helps the channel grow. Thanks for watching.
Military bunker. Gustave Eiffel personally bankrolled a wireless telegraphy station at the summit, wiring it directly to this subterranean base. During World War I, the French military used these antennas to intercept German communications. This espionage secured its place on the skyline. The structure was now a critical piece of national defense. The imposing height invited darkness alongside salvation. The upper floors are steeped in macabre folklore, with local legends claiming the restless ghost of a jilted, heartbroken lover wanders the observation decks. Those ghost stories echo documented historical tragedies. In February 1912, an Austrian tailor named Franz Reichelt arrived at the first platform wearing a complex parachute suit of his own design, convinced the wings of canvas would glide him safely to the ground. The experiment failed instantly. Reichelt plummeted to his death, striking the frozen earth with enough mass to leave a measurable crater in the grass below. Beneath the glow of the City of Love, the tower remains anchored in a foundation of wartime intelligence gathering and fatal ambition. The 18,000 interlocking iron pieces form a highly responsive, breathing machine that actively fights to maintain its place in the city. This chart tracks 20 painting campaigns since 1889. Its iron skin shape-shifted from reddish-brown to near blue. Today, painters apply 3 shades of brown, darkest at the bottom, lightest at the top. This optical trick counteracts haze, forcing a uniform look. The metal reacts intensely to the climate. In summer, thermal expansion stretches the iron, forcing the top to expand 15 centimeters. Winter demands lateral flexibility. The open lattice lets gusts pass through, allowing the structure to safely sway without cracking. The physical iron absorbs the forces of nature, but the monument carries a deliberate historical blind spot. Wrapped around the first balcony are the engraved names of 72 prominent French scientists and engineers. Every single one of them is a man. That 156-year-old list completely ignores the mathematician Sophie Germain. Her pioneering work in mathematical elasticity theory directly informed the tower's flexible design. To correct a century and a half of erasure, Paris will permanently inscribe the names of 40 female scientists in silver on the second floor. The lattice we see today operates as a physical mirror of society's evolving grasp of structural physics, while also serving as a highly visible ledger of who receives credit for that progress. When you ride the elevators today, you are traveling inside a tireless, functioning engine. Those elevator cars cover an astonishing 100,000 kilometers a year, enough distance to circle the Earth 2.5 times. An intended temporary scrap heap survived by becoming a covert military listening post. A romantic postcard icon actively conceals a history of fatal plunges, audacious grifters, and uncredited genius. Parisians call it La Dame de Fer, the Iron Lady. That title is earned through a ruthless, unyielding capacity for adaptation over 130 years of history. The true marvel of the Eiffel Tower is how brilliantly it survives, concealing its chaotic, dark, and highly calculated past behind one perfectly lit, legally protected facade.
If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, share, and hit that subscribe button below. It really helps the channel grow. Thanks for watching.